John Wayne said, "You mean I shoot him in the back?" And he says, yeah, you shoot him, just shoot him, get rid of him, because you got 4 other guys. And he says, "I don't shoot anyone in the back."
Despite being a legendary movie director, there have been various rumors about Clint Eastwood in the media. Some say he previously had a bad relationship with people in the movie industry, such as John Wayne. He is also often criticized for his acting and directing style. Is any of these true? How about his numerous involvement with women? At 91, the movie director isn't ready to drop the bar, but he has come forward to confirm some rumors and clear the air. What did he say, and how has it affected the way fans see him? Let's find out. The legendary film director. Fame always comes with its share of challenges and criticism. As such, Clint Eastwood has made it easier by spelling out the truth about the challenges he has faced over the years. Clint Eastwood was born on the 31st of May, 1930 in San Francisco, California. His parents, Ruth and Clinton Eastwood, could afford a wealthy lifestyle and provide for the family. Eastwood was born into affluence. He had access to education. However, he struggled to keep up. When he was in Piedmont Middle School, his education was slow because of his bad scores. However, when he got to Piedmont High School, he was asked to leave school for an offense. At a young age, he was gutsy and went on to burn an effigy on the school lawn out of rebellion. He left and was transferred to Oakland Technical High School. He tried to further his education and enrolled at Seattle University in 1951. This dream became impossible as he had to drop out of school and was drafted into the U.S. Army. He didn't stay long there as he was up to no good. According to Dew Loomis, Eastwood was caught in an inappropriate act with one of the daughters of a Fort Ord officer. The officer was entreated to watch out for him when names came up for posting. With his little mischief and other pranks, Eastwood was later discharged in February 1953. Does it surprise you to discover this mischievous nature of the legendary actor? Don't be. There are still lots of interesting facts about Eastwood. Eastwood was introduced to the acting world when he was in Fort Ord. According to a Columbian Broadcasting System press release, Eastwood was spotted by an enterprising assistant during a movie shoot in Fort Ord. This was disputed by Eastwood's unauthorized biographer, Patrick McGilligan. According to him, Eastwood was discovered by Chuck Hill. He mentioned that Hill introduced Eastwood to cameraman Irving Glassberg. Glassberg helped them arrange for an audition with Arthur Lubin. Arthur was pleased with Eastwood's appearance and stature. However, he condemned his acting skills. Arthur remarked, "He was quite amateurish. He didn't know which way to turn or which way to go or do anything." Also, he advised Eastwood to attend drama classes and sharpen his skills. Later, in April 1954, Arthur arranged a contract with Eastwood. He signed him a deal that was worth $100 per week. Eastwood agreed to this and signed the deal. After signing, he started having issues. He was criticized and rebuked for his stiff manner. Also, there were reports that Eastwood would always deliver his lines through his teeth. However, with determination, he kept on learning and getting better. He had different ups and downs until his big break came in 1958 when he was cast in the Columbia Broadcasting System hour-long Western series Rawhide. When Eastwood got the role of Rowdy Yates in the movie, he was not pleased. Why? The role was for a young person, and he was almost 30. Eastwood felt the role was too cloddish for his comfort. He wanted something that suited his age and personality. Little did he know that the role was what would launch him into fame. They started filming in Arizona and in the summer of 1958. Within 3 weeks, Rawhide had reached the top 20 in TV ratings. It was a huge success and a career breakthrough for Eastwood. From October 1960 to April 1961, the show reached number 6 in ratings. Eastwood confessed that it was a stressful time for him in his career. They often filmed 6 days a week for an average of 12 hours daily. The show remained a success until Eastwood started his mischief again. By late 1963, Rawhide began to lose its touch and freshness. Some of the directors on set connected the decline to Eastwood's laziness. There were reports that Eastwood was not working hard enough. The show was not as interesting as before and ended up being canceled in the 1965 to 1966 seasons. He received a severance pay of $119 as severance pay. Eastwood attempted to direct an episode during his time on Rawhide but failed. The producers were not convinced that he was capable enough to handle that task, so he left Rawhide to move on to another movie. However, everyone got to know about Eastwood through Rawhide. In late 1963, Eastwood was approached by a director, Sergio Leone. Sergio offered him a role in an Italian-made Western called A Fistful of Dollars. The film was released in 1964. Eastwood accepted this role immediately. He was happy that he would be able to rectify his Rawhide image. He said, In Rawhide, I did get tired of playing the conventional white hat, the hero who kisses old ladies and dogs and is kind to everybody. I decided it was time to be an anti-hero. He signed the contract with Sergio. The contract offered Eastwood $15,000 in wages for 11 weeks' work. Upon completion of the work, a Mercedes-Benz bonus was added. He played the role of a man with no name and did a great job at it. While acting, Sergio made Eastwood smoke so he could flow easily in the role. Eastwood agreed to this despite being a non-smoker. The movie, A Fistful of Dollars, became a success in the Italian West. The film reportedly depicted a more lawless and desolate world than traditional Westerns. Sergio seemed to be challenging the American stereotypes of a Western hero. He did this by using a morally ambiguous anti-hero. The film made Eastwood a star in Italy, and he was later rehired to star in For a Few Dollars More in 1965. After this movie, Eastwood kept getting more acting roles and starred in many movies until he started his directorial career. In 1971, Eastwood made his first directorial debut. That year was a turning point in his career. Before Irving Leonard's demise, he approached Eastwood and discussed an idea with him. He requested that they produce Play Misty for Me by Malpaso Productions, which was owned by Eastwood. There was an added advantage to it. Eastwood got to direct the movie how he wanted. The movie was about a jazz disc jockey named Dave who had an affair. In the movie, Dave, Eastwood's character, had an affair with Evelyn, a radio listener who had repeatedly called the radio station at night. She always requested that Dave play her favorite song, Misty, by Errol Garner. Dave ended their relationship. However, the breakup didn't sit well with Evelyn. She became a murderous stalker and never let go. The filming started in September 1970. It was a huge success. However, it was welcomed with different criticisms and comments. Critics like Jay Cox, Archer Winston, and Andrew Saris praised the film in Time magazine, Village Voice, and New York Post. They also commended Eastwood's directorial skills and performance. It was a great debut for him and opened him up to more directorial offers. In 2010, Eastwood directed Hereafter and later directed J. Edgar in 2011. Also, in 2014, he got an offer to direct a musical biography titled Jersey Boys. That same year, he directed American Sniper, a film adaptation of Chris Kyle's eponymous memoir, following Steven Spielberg's departure from the project. His career became even brighter when he directed Sully, which starred Tom Hanks. The movie became a commercial success for Eastwood after it was rumored to have reached the gross worth of $236 million worldwide. Things were looking great for him until he almost got into trouble when he directed the biographical thriller The 1517 to Paris, released in 2018. The film was welcomed with backlash and negative criticisms from critics. They criticized the acting of the three leads in the film. Later, Eastwood directed The Mule, released in December 2018. The legendary actor and director has achieved a lot in the movie industry. Let's explore some of Eastwood's awards and honors. Eastwood's acting and directorial skills have earned him many awards and honors. He has received Academy Awards, Directors Guild of America, Golden Globe, and People's Choice Awards. He was once nominated twice for Best Actor and Best Director for his movies, Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby. Also, Eastwood happens to be one of the few directors best known as an actor to win an Academy Award for directing. On the 27th of February 2005, he became one of the 3 living directors who directed 2 Best Picture winners. Not only that, Eastwood was also known as the oldest recipient of the Academy Award for Best Director. He has also been instrumental in directing 5 actors in Academy Awards-winning performances. He has been awarded 3 honorary degrees from universities and colleges. Eastwood has established his ground and built a name for himself in the movie industry. However, added to his reputation is the feud between him and John Wayne. For a very long time, Eastwood and Wayne never saw eye to eye. They always had different opinions and different ideologies. There were rumors that Wayne hated Eastwood till his final days. Is there any truth in this? Let's find out. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood's feud. Of all the actors in the film industry, there have been rumors that Eastwood and John Wayne do not see eye to eye. There has been a strong feud between the 2 iconic actors. Their feud was so intense that it was reported that they always had contradictory opinions about their movies. What led to this, you might want to ask. Before we go into that, let's explore a little about John Wayne. Marion Robert Morrison, also known as John Wayne, was born on the 26th of May, 1906. He was born in Winterset, Iowa, and grew up in Southern California. Wayne had no privilege of having rich parents. Hence, he had to struggle to get the things he needed. At a point in his life, He applied to the U.S. Naval Academy, but was rejected because of poor grades. After the rejection, Wayne was lucky enough to get a football scholarship to the University of Southern California. However, this didn't last long, as he lost the scholarship due to a body surfing accident. His education came to an abrupt end. This loss turned out to be a blessing in disguise for Wayne. Why? His coach, Jones, saw his efforts and introduced him to Tom Mix. Tom Mix was a popular Western film star, and Jones had been instrumental in helping him come to the limelight. As a favor to Jones, Tom introduced Wayne to his director, John Ford. Wayne was hired and taken in as a props boy and extra. This marked the start of his acting career. Gradually, Wayne built a strong relationship with the director. The two became friends. Because of their friendship, John Ford gave Wayne more roles. Wayne admitted that most of the roles he got were through John. Wayne had a few minor roles before his big break. In 1962, he acted as a guard in Bartley's The Magnificent. Also, Wayne acted in The Dropkick, released in 1927. He was also featured in Salute and Columbia's Maker of Men. All these minor roles did not bring Wayne to the limelight until he had his first leading role in The Big Trail, which ended up becoming a failure. What? Let's find out what happened. While Wayne was still working as the prop boy for Fox Film Corporation, he came in contact with director Raoul Walsh. Walsh saw Wayne moving studio furniture in the office and decided to cast him in his movie, The Big Trail. Walsh discussed this with the Fox Studios chief, Winfield Sheehan. The chief agreed, and they decided to devise a screen name for Wayne. After several attempts, they agreed and settled for John Wayne. Wayne was told about his role, which he gladly accepted. His pay was also raised to $105 a week. They put much effort into the film, and everything got ruined. It was recorded that The Big Trail was the first big-budget outdoor spectacle of the sound era. The film was reportedly made with over $2 million then. Despite the money spent and hundreds of extras used on set, the movie still didn't gain the expected popularity and audience. They tried filming it in the new 70mm grandeur film process to get more audience. Their plan failed because only a handful of theaters could show the film in its widescreen process. The Big Trail was considered a big box office failure, and this relegated Wayne back to playing B-movies. He struggled for a while and continued playing minor roles without gaining any recognition. Later, in 1939, Wayne had his second breakthrough. John Ford, his director and friend, decided to give Wayne a role in his movie, Stagecoach. Ford tried getting financing from many people but was rejected. It felt like Wayne would be disappointed again until Ford struck a deal with Walter Wanger and he got the financing he needed. Stagecoach became a huge success, and Wayne became a star. People got to know about John Wayne through this movie. Louise Platt once claimed that Wayne would become a big star one day after seeing how he played his role well in Stagecoach. Wayne kept on getting more offers, and his fame increased. He won a lot of awards. In 1969, he won the Best Actor award for his movie, True Grit. He also won the Best Actor in Motion Picture Drama for the same movie in 1970. 2 years later, he was nominated for the Best Spoken Word Album for a Grammy Award in his film, America, Why I Love Her. The iconic actor was commended for his work and appreciated for the excellence he put into his role. Unfortunately, Wayne was not able to make more movies as he lost his life to stomach cancer on the 11th of June, 1979. Before his demise, John Wayne expressed his many regrets. One of them was his inability to enlist in the army. This made him to be more patriotic. According to his widow, Wayne became a super patriot and tried to atone for his sin of staying home when he should have been in the army. Eastwood was Wayne's junior, and when he came into the movie industry, he brought a different opinion on the Western genre. However, Eastwood's arrival in the industry introduced the gritty spaghetti Western subgenre, which challenged Wayne's opinions. Wayne was not happy with the transition of the genre and blamed Eastwood for it. He outrightly condemned the evolution the West went through in the 1960s. For this reason, Wayne refused to work with Eastwood on any movie, despite Eastwood's attempts to work with him. Many directors and producers looked forward to the two actors working together. However, their dreams never became a reality. For instance, director Larry Cohen was working on a Western script and wanted the two actors to work together for him. Unfortunately, his plan failed when Wayne refused to yield and claimed that the script was a continuation of the spaghetti Western trend that Eastwood introduced. Also, Wayne expressed his animosity and hatred for Eastwood's directorial debut. He hated his film, High Plains Drifter, released in 1973. Eastwood's debut, High Plains Drifter, was about a mysterious gunfighter hired by a local town to defend its people against three outlaws. Eastwood's character in the movie was devilish. According to different reports, the movie blurred the line between good and evil. Wayne was angry and disgusted at this. He believed so much in good and evil, and was unhappy about how Eastwood portrayed the Old West. After the film's release, Wayne sent Eastwood a letter in which he expressed his great displeasure. All these led to their feud. Also, there were silent rumors that it seemed that Wayne was jealous of Eastwood's success and fame. The young actor gradually took over Wayne's popularity, and this did not sit well with him. He felt threatened. Also, Wayne was reportedly jealous of how easily Eastwood got all he had. Unlike Wayne, Eastwood struggled less and was making progress in his career. Till his demise, Wayne never accepted Eastwood, his movies, and his success. He made it obvious to everyone in the industry that he disapproved of the young actor. Aside from Wayne, Eastwood was able to get in the bad books of many actresses. He was also rumored to have had numerous affairs with different women. Let's find out who these women are and how their relationship affected Eastwood's reputation and image. Escapades with women. Aside from his career, Eastwood's love life has always created a huge sensation in the media. He was always caught having an affair with different women. Everyone thought that his marriage to Dina would have controlled him, but he only got worse. Let's take a drive through his love life. In May 1953, Eastwood met his first love and wife, Maggie Johnson, during a blind date. Eastwood's friend set the two of them up, and after the date, the two lovebirds connected. Johnson mentioned that she had been attracted to Eastwood since the first date. She found him very handsome. It was obvious to everyone that the two were in love with each other. The saddening part was that despite their connection, Eastwood was having other affairs. Johnson was not aware of this until after their marriage, which happened on the 15th of December 1953. The discovery shattered her when she found out. This led to a rift in their home. One of Eastwood's affairs was with Sandra Locke. He met Sandra in an audition in 1972. The young actress had heard of Eastwood's addition to his movie, Breezy, and she decided to give it a shot. The two fell in love on set despite being married. Nothing happened between them until 1975 when Sandra played a role in Eastwood's film, The Outlaw Josie Wales in 1975. Sandra claimed that Eastwood had told her that there was nothing left between him and Johnson. This made her decide to give their relationship a chance. However, when it got to the public's notice, they denied the allegations and pretended they were only good friends. Sandra claimed that she had great respect and admiration for her boss and nothing more. Years later, their relationship turned toxic for no reason, and the two started growing apart. In April 1989, it was reported that Eastwood packed Sandra's clothes into the storage and changed the lock of their home. This infuriated Sandra, who started to reveal many of Eastwood's dark secrets. She claimed that Eastwood made her terminate 2 pregnancies because he didn't want any more children. However, this allegation was not confirmed. Later, Sandra ended Eastwood for fraud. She claimed that Eastwood rejected all the projects she brought to the studio. They settled this case outside of court, and that was the end of it. In November 2018, Sandra lost her life to cardiac arrest. However, before her demise, she regretted all that happened between her and Eastwood and wished she had known earlier. While still in a relationship with Sandra before her demise, Eastwood moved on to other women. One of them was Jocelyn Reeves. Jocelyn was a flight attendant, and Eastwood was attracted to her beauty. They kept their relationship a secret from the public. Unfortunately, everyone got to know about them when Jocelyn gave birth to Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, in 1986, and his daughter, Catherine Eastwood, in 1988. Before ending it with Jocelyn, Eastwood had another affair with Frances Fisher. He met Frances in the Pink Cadillac film, where she was given a role. According to Frances, their first relationship was love at first sight. The moment she saw Eastwood, she got drawn and attracted to him. She said, "He looked right at me, the way he does every other woman in the world, but it got to me too. I mean, when he turns it on, he can turn it on, and I just went, oh my God, look at that. A human was there. I just saw such beauty in his presence, and I felt like a big puzzle piece had fallen in place." The two continued their affair throughout the filming. When they got to Los Angeles, they kept it a secret. They had a beautiful daughter together, and it seemed like a perfect family until Frances caught Eastwood kissing another woman. Not only that, but she also discovered that Eastwood had children with Jocelyn. The discoveries were too painful for her to bear, and this led to their split. Did their separation stop Eastwood from going for other women? No, it didn't. Not long after their separation, Eastwood met Dina Ruiz, a news anchor. She had interviewed him at a local event. Dina said they got along well, and one of her associates told her she would marry Eastwood. The prediction became true when Eastwood proposed to her in September 1995. The two got their marriage license in December of the same year. Surprisingly, in March 1996, Eastwood organized a wedding ceremony for Dina. It was a surprise for her, and she blushed from ear to ear. She admitted that the wedding was her dream wedding. The birth of their daughter, Morgan Eastwood, strengthened their bond. Everyone thought this marriage would last forever until they started having some disagreements. It started with Dina's show. Dina started a reality show featuring herself, her daughter, and her stepdaughter to talk about their lives, excluding Eastwood many times. Eastwood frowned at this and was not happy about the show. This was the beginning of the couple's tension. There were rumors that despite staying in the same house, they slept in different rooms. It was a tough season for Dina, and she sought comfort from her old friend, Scott Fisher. Scott was going through a divorce during that period, and his ex-wife, Erica Fisher, thought that he was having an affair with Dina. She approached Eastwood and informed him. Dina refused her claims and declared she was only good friends with Scott. While she was trying to defend herself, she discovered a dark truth. Eastwood was having an affair with Erica. This hurt her, and she filed for a divorce in September 2013. They got separated, yet remained friends. Dina later married Scott. Eastwood's marriage to Dina was his last. However, it wasn't his last affair. After his affair with Erica, he got into another affair with Christina Sandera. Their affair was short-lived, as Christina passed away at the age of 61. This was one of Eastwood's shortest affairs. There have also been rumors of him having an affair with Keely Smith, Anita Lohest, Jane Mansfield, Sonia Braga, Megan Rose, Jamie Rose, and many others. He was known for his flirty nature and inability to stay faithful to one woman. He sure had his way with women, and they always fell for him. Another thing Eastwood was known for, and that made him stand out, was his unique directorial style. Eastwood directing style. Clint Eastwood's legacy as a movie director stands out. His unique way of handling things makes his work come out well. One thing that everyone knows Eastwood for is his speed. He has a reputation for making everyone on his set do their roles as fast as they can. Rarely will you see Eastwood repeating scenes. There were records that he avoided actors rehearsing their lines and would always complete most of his scenes at the first take. This helped him get his work done on time. However, others criticized his style because it didn't allow them to rehearse as much as they wanted. Eastwood is a legendary director whose style is often compared with Woody Allen, Ingmar Bergman, and Jean-Luc Godard. He was also known for taking over the directing if the production was too slow, as in The Outlaw Josie Wales and many other films. According to Life's magazine, Eastwood believes in shooting first before acting. Another unique thing about him is his ability to get the audience involved in his films. He would always provide the audience with the needed information about the characters. However, Eastwood believes that withholding deeper information from the audience will make them curious and make use of their imagination. Also, he is known for keeping things low. He doesn't like noise or any form of rowdiness on his set. He prefers to keep everything calm and collected. Unlike other directors, it was hard to see Eastwood shouting and screaming at his actors on set. Tim Hunter commented that Eastwood's films are always superbly paved, unhurried, cool, and give a strong sense of real time, regardless of the speed of the narrative. Rick Gentry also considers his acting to be relaxed and unrushed. Eastwood's other style is to always point to ethical and theological values. His movies pass a strong message across to the audience. He always portrays values like mercy and justice in his movies. All these make his movies different from others. Aside from Eastwood's unique style, his car collections also stand out. His Chevrolet panel truck, Cadillac Series 62 convertible, Ferrari 365 GTA Berlinetta Boxer, GMC Typhoon, Morris Mini Countryman Cooper S, Jaguar XK 150 Roadster, and Shelby GT 500, among others, made him break the barrier between Hollywood stars and their fans. With his car choice, he seemed more relatable than others. What do you think about Clint Eastwood's life as an actor and director, and his relationship with his colleagues? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to this channel for more entertaining content like this. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.